and welcome back to my channel. This is Katelyn from Katelyn Plans, and today I'm going to be planning out my daily for the day of July 15th. So this is Friday. This is also the day of my sticker shop release, which is going to be happening at 2 p.m. Central Time. All the new designs should be up at 2, and then they'll be there anytime after that. So if you're interested in shopping the new release, check out my Etsy shop. The link is down below. So I'm going to be planning with some stickers from this release, and before I show you what I'm going to be planning with today, I'm just going to show you how the last spread of dailies turned out, and I used stickers from this release again. So I decided for the 13th and 14th to use the new state flower that I'm bringing to my shop this month, which is the Colorado Columbine. I thought it was really fun to kind of combine it with some of this green washi tape that I've just had in my stash for a while. And then these little green confetti dots that come on the sticker sheet, I thought they went really well with the green zig colored dot pen. So I think it's a really fun spread. It turned out to be more of a brain dump spread, and I think today is going to be similar. So this will be a daily it's more of a to-do list kind of thing, but sometimes that's what I need in my planner. I started off the day not feeling super well, and it is currently Thursday evening. I'm planning for tomorrow. Started off the day not feeling really well. I had a pretty bad migraine, but I took some painkillers, and I've made it through a decent amount of stuff on the to-do list. Not nearly as much as I would have liked, but I think I needed to spend a lot of today being asleep. So I'm going to flip over to Friday, and this is going to be hopefully a productive day. So I'll show you what I'm planning with today. This sheet of Let's Sail Away is probably one of my favorites from the new release. I just love all the nautical vibes of this. When I was kind of planning out this release, I was kind of thinking New England summer, that kind of thing. So that's where all the lobsters and crabs and stuff came from, and then this one as well. So Let's Sail Away is what I'm planning with, and I thought it went really well with the gray blue that's already on these plum paper pages. So this is the plum paper daily. It is a 7x9 size. I really love this planner as a daily planner just because there's so much flexibility with the space. So Let's Sail Away. And then I also got these rolls of washi tape from Simply Gilded recently. There's 2 of them. They're the same pattern, just different background colors, and they're still in the packaging, so I'll unwrap them in a sec. But they're little seashells, and I think the color on this one will probably go really well with the blue tones. This one isn't exactly a match. I also have the sticker sheets, the Simply Gilded sticker sheets that match them, the deco sheets. I don't think I want to bring it into the spread. I mean, it would be really cute with these stickers, but I think I want to save that combo for a bigger spread in maybe my catch-all or my social media or something like that. So I'm going to hold on to the deco sheets, but knowing that this is an option for the future is great. And I just love this holographic foil. It is so pretty on these sticker sheets. I don't know how well you're getting that effect on camera, but it looks so good in person. I've never bought stickers from Simply Gilded before. This is my first time buying them, but I'm excited to plan with these. So I'm thinking I'm going to do this darker blue background one with the Let's Sail Away. And then to break it up, I might need to bring in a more neutral washi tape. So I grabbed this one. It is One Canoe 2. I got it at Joann's, part of their American Crafts collection. So I'm thinking that's what I'm doing for the decorative stuff. And I also have the Mojo Jojo Plans gray boxes and more to do the more functional stuff. But the intro was dragging on, so I need to pop this off the discs and get started. I know most of this section is going to be pretty to-do list heavy, and I assume the to-do list is probably going to jump down into this area as well. So I'm wanting to do one big cluster over in this corner and then have the rest of this be more functional. So to start off my decorative cluster, to start off my decorative cluster, I'm going to go ahead and unwrap the washi tape first because I want to get a swatch of that down on the page. I should probably start with this as my bottom layer of washi tape. And we're just going to go down here, kind of dividing off this bottom section. I don't want to put it too high up because otherwise it'll kind of cut into the possibility of that being a checklist as well. So I'm kind of aligning it with the bottom of that colorful box. It's crazy how when I was planning in the Happy Planner dashboard, I absolutely hated the fact that there was a shaded box in the spread, but when I'm planning in this planner, I don't mind it. I mean, ideally, and I was thinking about this earlier, if I could change any one thing about this plum paper daily layout, I'd probably just have the checklist extend down through this colorful box down here, but I can write on top of it. It's not that big of a deal. I do wish their neutral color palette. Like, they have 3 color palettes available for their planners. I do wish their neutral was more of a true neutral. I think it's really like this color, and I wouldn't like to plan on this color like of a planner insert every single day, so that's why I went with the modern color palette. But if it were like a true neutral, like an actual gray, then I'd probably go for the neutral. I don't know. It is what it is. I can't really change anything about it, so I will cope with the colors on the pages. I'm just kind of putting some washi tape down here, and I'm gonna need to grab my scissors to like cut that. And I think I can cope with having a little bit of washi tape up at the top of my to-do list section, especially if I'm gonna like continue the to-do list all the way down. So I'm gonna grab a little bit more of this, and I'm just gonna start right up here underneath the date. I don't know like what exactly it is about this like branchy washi tape. It's like foliage of some sort. I thought it looked really good with like the seashells, mainly because it's just so neutral. It's kind of a nice layering accent. Maybe we can think about it like a little bit more similar to like rope, like a nautical rope. In the context of this spread, I had such a hard time, let me tell you, trying to figure out how to draw rope. When I had like conceptualized this sticker sheet, and I'm like, these are the elements that I want to have on this sticker sheet. I'm like, yeah, I want to have like some rope that looks like washi tape or whatever, like longer stretches of rope. And then I tried drawing that one, and I'm like, yeah, no, that's not happening, because that was difficult. So rope only made an appearance there. Okay, let's see. I want to get this like captain's wheel in here, maybe down in my like cluster, my interest cluster over in this area. So I could do like that, and then I want to pick like another kind of element to go with it. I could do the hat. I could do maybe a swimsuit. I'm thinking I want like 3 stickers over in this cluster, so that's like the hard part. Well, okay, if I use one swimsuit on this half, I could use the other one on the other side of the spread. So we'll go with the single, like the one-piece swimsuit. That way I can put in like one more decorative sticker. So we'll do that. And then we have options. Ahoy, or like maybe some of these like confetti dots. High tides, good vibes. I'll go with the confetti dots just so that this can stay a little bit more functional, I suppose. Like, maybe that was weird wording. That doesn't explain anything. How do we feel about that? I don't know. I think maybe ahoy is probably the way I want to go. So I'm going to take my quote sticker right here, and the confetti dots are just going back on the page. And I'm throwing all of my plans of like using this as checklist area out the window by like placing this here. So maybe I need to reconsider some options. I'm gonna peel the swimsuit up real fast while I play around with different options. And maybe I could like place my functional boxes for the day up in my like scheduling area, and then kind of place these around that. That might be a more effective way to plan this out. Okay, so these are just going on the back of my hand for the time being, and I'm gonna grab my Mojo Jojo Plans gray boxes. Love this color palette, just because it's gray. It's so nice to have. I used this in my Colorado Columbines spread. I used this color, but I think in this spread, I'm probably gonna use this gray tone. I think that's a like more middle of the road gray. So we have 2 things that are happening on the schedule for Friday, and one of them is the sticker shop release, which is happening at 2 p.m. Central Time. I keep saying it. At this point, yes, I know when my sticker release is going to be. So I'll take one of those, and then I also have a podcast recording with M. And one of the things that I also need to get done today is editing last week's podcast that should have gone live last week, but I just didn't get around to editing it yet. So we're going to put that box right here, and hopefully the new episode of the podcast will go live, like the one I've been holding on to, will go live today, and then there will be next week there will be another episode. That's the hope. We will see. I just gotta like make everything in the schedule like work out. With the swimsuit, I think that works, so we'll do that for that. And then ahoy. Will it fit into this space? That is the real question. Because if I could do like this, that would be ideal. It cuts it a little close to the swimsuit. I hate to peel up the swimsuit one more time, but I think I just want to. And it wasn't completely stuck down, so it's not the end of the world. So I like the Ahoy there, and I like the steering wheel or the captain's wheel or whatever you want to call it there. I'm just trying to figure out a space to like place this swimsuit around it. And like that would be like what I would like to do, but the checklist, I can just bump the bullet points to the right. It's not a big deal. Okay, so we'll do that with the swimsuit. Going back to use my little polka dots because I already like peeled them up. So we'll just stick one right there. And then I've got some single polka dots. So like maybe right there next to that swimsuit. We could do one of the clusters of 3. And that one could go like up here above the Ahoy. Yeah, I think that looks good for like a visual interest corner. The rest of these stickers on this sheet are going to be saved for tomorrow's daily. And I don't think I need any more boxes, so this is also going to go off to the side. There's a little bit of washi tape overlap on the punches, so I'm taking my Crop-A-Dile and I'm just going to get that out of there real fast. Now that I have all the decorative stuff in place, and that took a lot longer than it really should have, I'm going to take my Papermate Flair pen and just start writing out all the stuff that needs to get done today. So I'm going to start up here in this area that I use for priorities, and I didn't finish all of my priorities from Thursday, so the 2 that didn't get done are going to get bumped to here. Top priority for the day is getting those Etsy listings done and made live so that the release can go live. And then the other 2 things I need to do are work on my thesis, which is like looming over me at this point because the deadline is coming up for that. And I've been working on it, and I just need to get like some final edits done. And then I also need to send an email that I've been putting off for like a couple days. So that's going to be the last 2. I know there's only 3 bullet points up here. Sometimes when there's like 4 top priorities, I'll just use the space above the like schedule section as one more bullet point area. Like it's flexible in that way. Yeah, it's not shaded the same way the other ones are, but it doesn't really matter because it's kind of divided out from the regular checklist. So I understand that it is like the priority list. And then I have, okay, so normally I'll use my gray mild liner to do all the bullet points, which I love my gray mild liner, very, very trusty pen. But now that I have the Zig Clean color dot markers, I love these so much. So I have some options. We could do gray, same color as those gray boxes, or we could do blue, which is like the darker blue that's on that. I just can't decide which will look better. I'm gonna test the colors out just on this sheet real fast. So like, that's what the gray looks like. It's a pretty like similar gray to what the gray mild liner looks like. And then this blue is more of like a navy. It's not an exact match for the stickers. Like this is a little darker, I think. We're gonna go with the gray. I think that'll be good. And it matches those boxes really closely. So gray marker it is. And I'm just gonna use this to make the bullet points a little bit more emphasized. And for the one that doesn't have a bullet point, it gets a dot. These came in like a 12 pack, I want to say. I got them on Amazon. They were a little pricey, but for what they are, I think they're great markers. We can really solidify that priority section by taking one of these stickers from the On the Agenda sheet, which is one of my functional words. The blue color on like this navy blue matches really well with this because it's a very similar color. So priority is going to mark the priority section right up there. I kind of like that. I don't know if I need any more, meetings, appointments, don't have any of those for today. I'm going to move down to these boxes and fill them in with the different tasks or like obligations, that's a better word, obligations that I have for today. So that would be the July release and then my podcast with M. Sometimes if I have like enough space, I'll take this Katelyn Plans sticker and use that to like mark my like release time or whatever, because you know it's the logo. So sometimes I work my way into like the titles of the sticker sheets or like even my logo. So if you're like wanting to get creative and you don't want to like throw something out, you might mark like if you're marking my release, my sticker release in your planner, You could use this, or you're expecting mail from me or something like that. Or you could use like the title as like another quote in your like spread, something like that. So I do like making use of those stickers down there. I'm gonna bump over to the to-do list and I'm gonna just start by transferring all of the tasks that didn't get done yesterday or got touched on. Like these little dashes mean that I started doing them but didn't completely finish it. If I use like an arrow icon, that means I migrated it to the next day. I don't have any of those on this list, but I'm gonna start by like just transferring everything that didn't get done or got touched on and not finished. Okay, so the task transfer brought me to this point on the list, and then I'm gonna use the rest of the like space down here to like write out everything else, like new items to go on the list, because there's some like new stuff I need to do. I had been like talking about different ways that I could like streamline like my process, like my sticker making process, and I think it's time to get another Cricut machine just to speed things up a little bit more so that I can make multiple sheets at the same time. So that's on the list, is picking up another Cricut at Michael's. They're having a pretty good sale on them right now, like with rewards dollars or whatever. There's just other like household tasks that need to get done, and then like more stuff related to the sticker shop launch that I forgot to add on to yesterday's list. So I'm gonna just continue this. I'm gonna need to kind of indent them over a little bit because the swimsuit's in the way, but that's not that big of a deal. Okay, so that's all set up. I indented them all so that they're not like kind of curving around that swimsuit. I just want to like be able to put the bullet points down a straight line on both of those little sections. So I'm gonna go back to my Zig color dot pen, and I'm just gonna go ahead and make all the bullet points just right down the list. Honestly, I think it's a little bit easier to do this with like the marker rather than the mild liner, because like the mild liner you have to like do a gesture, and this is just like a single dot. So I think this kind of prevents like ink smearing a little bit better, because it's kind of hard to do the mild liner like from the side. I could flip it around and do it that way, but I think this helps prevent the smearing a little bit better, which is why I like this. And also I like the circle that it makes. The squares weren't my favorite when I was doing like the mild liner like squares. I prefer like a circle bullet point, so I think this is probably what is ideal for my own like aesthetic purposes. But that's looking good. I want one more of these dot stickers. I know it's like not even necessary, but I'd like one more of them just kind of down here at the bottom to really continue this cluster all the way through the page. So I'm placing one of them just down there. This way it kind of like trickles up from the bottom rather than stopping at the edge of the washi tape. And I can save this piece for like tomorrow's spread. It's a nice sticker to kind of cut off the edge, like, or if I even want to use it now, for example, I can take my tweezers and I can like pop it so it looks like it's going right off the edge of the page, expanding that cluster even more. And with that, I think today's daily is finished. It's more of a to-do list than anything, but I do like the way it looks. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back into the planner. It looks a little sad next to the blank page, but imagine the possibilities of what's gonna happen on Sunday or Saturday. It'll be the same kind of stickers, so excited about that. I love the way it looks with this Simply Gilded washi. I do wish it were a touch darker just to like match my own stickers, but that's like a selfish want. I think it's beautiful washi tape. So I think this is a really fun spread. Zooming in even closer so you can get a better look at it. It's really functional. I mean, that's the one thing I love about this planner, is that it really does work for the way that I plan out my days. I'm not someone who uses like an hourly layout to like map every minute of my schedule. I really just like to do a brain dump that I can like cross out things, check things off, move them to the next page as needed, that kind of thing. So the Plum Paper Daily works really well for me, but it might not work for you. It's just kind of dependent on how you like to plan out your days. But this is what I've got for the 15th. I'm very excited to plan with my own stickers, and I assume more videos will be coming with stickers from this release like in the future. I don't anticipate like stopping using them anytime soon. So there you have it. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner related content, and follow me over on Instagram at Katelyn Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching and happy planning.